We're coming up on a very important time in our communities. It's Relay for Lifetime, and we have found a wonderful way to show your spirit and help raise some funds. Let's head into the craft corner because we are going to share these great Relay for Life pins thanks to our good friend Elizabeth Westveer. You are with Silverwing Studio, and this is a project that you worked on with some folks in your community, right?
Correct.
Tell us who helped get you behind the idea of this. First of all, it was a magnet, now it's a pin.
Last year, Trinity Episcopal Church, all the children came in and helped me make these, and we made them into pins for the Relay for Life, and they sold those, and 100% of the proceeds went to them. And this year, they've decided to do pins, and they're very simple to make, and you can buy a little extruder.
And that's just one of those, and extruder is a big word for the thing that makes those great strings of clay.
And they come with different dies, and I just used a smaller die this year than I did for the magnets last year, but they have many different sizes of circles.
Okay, and that gives us what we need to work with to make the actual ribbon.
Correct. And I'm using a white earthenware clay today. It starts out gray, but it ends up white after you fire it.
Okay.
And you just take a piece of clay and you roll it down. And if your clay's a little dry, it's great to just drop it in water to wet it up.
That makes it want to work better for what you're going to make it do in a minute.
You just squish it in there, and then after you fill it up, it just squeezes out and makes strips. Once you do those, you put a little bit of slip on them, and slip is just liquid clay.
And that actually, does that work like a glue, or?
It does glue them together.
Okay, okay.
And then once they're dry, it's as simple as marking them out. And every 3 inches, I just sort of pinch one off. You put them in the kiln and fire them, and each clay has a different bisque range, and you just fire them to that bisque range, which is around 1800 degrees. Okay. After they come out, you can paint them. You need to fire them, since you have glaze on the back, you have to fire them on stilts.
Oh, that's what I was wondering what that was.
They'll come out a little prickly from the pins, so you'll use sandpaper and just
gently
get
along
the
the
edges
edges
off of them. Then you use an epoxy type glue. Put a little bit of glue on one of your pin backs. Let it sit for a second, and then you attach it.
And that stuff is strong.
It is very strong. And you can either do the bar, or you can do the little tie clasp, or you can even use the magnets like we did last year.
This is a great idea, and Mitchell County Relay for Life is going to benefit from the ones that you're selling down there.
Correct.
This is a neat idea for other Relay for Life events, and you want the instructions, folks, go to our website, WLOS.com. Click on the Craft Corner link, and we'll get you all set with the instructions. And we'll also link you to the information about Elizabeth and where she's going to be and other great projects that she has going on. Elizabeth Westveer, Silverwing Studio, thanks so much for sharing this fantastic way to remind everybody to get out there and be part of Relay for Life in your community.